Yeah, there's certain plants that we like to manipulate in a very odd way, and cucumbers are one of them. We make these cement planters, and the cucumber has a very peculiar attitude. It likes growing in small spaces. Like it is, if you put a cucumber seed inside here, it is completely supported by the three sides. We're going to keep these planters low, so I'm going to put a piece of plastic on top of this, and every little square inch of these is going to be used to grow cucumbers. We have 7 different types of cucumbers, so we're going to have them compete with each other. Having them low, I can put that nice piece of plastic on top and heat everything up. This is against the wall and in full sun most of the day, and this will take off way faster than if you planted it in a garden down below, where it's just plain dirt and level. This heats up a lot more because of the cement and the confinement. The cucumbers love this confinement to grow incredibly well. It is a little bit of a crack mentality. If you put cucumbers in cracks along your sidewalk, they will grow incredibly well. So this idea of creating this pocket mentality helps us grow cucumbers a lot faster and a lot nicer. Having them to compete with each other, having 7 different varieties in here, is going to make a big difference. Yeah, so we developed a game plan how we're going to tackle this space. It gets very hot here, which is what we want. We're going to have 7 types of cucumbers, and we're going to take advantage of this wall, of course, and we're going to put tomatoes here all the way to the end. And on the very front, we're going to plant melon. And the reason we're doing that is because the cucumbers are trailing and the melon will trail as well. So we'll push the melon forward so it still can function and get sun. So we're taking advantage of this entire space. Even this side we're going to put melon. And by doing that, we have this entire space working. We have 2 areas. We have this area that's lower, where we're going to put 3 to 4 different cucumber seeds. We're going to put individual cucumber seeds in these triangles, and we're going to fill this whole thing up, and we're going to put a piece of plastic over it to protect everything. So we're going to get started planting these seeds. The nice thing about this setup, it's really easy to walk on top of the planter, so you're not compacting the earth at all. So it's really beneficial when you can reach every corner of this planter without stepping on the soil. Here she's doing all the triangles for us, so we're going to have all these triangles with 1 seed. And inside the planters we're going to mix it up with the different varieties of cucumbers that we have. This is going to be one entangled mess, but that's the way we like it, and there's going to be lots of fruit growing here. The tomatoes in the back will do incredibly well because of the heat sink of the wall, and this squeezing of the cucumber seed by having it in all these cavities is going to make a big difference. Putting a piece of plastic over top of all this for the cold nights here in Ecuador. It gets cold here. It's not a warm place at night, 12 degrees, which isn't freezing, but you know, for cucumbers they prefer it a lot warmer. Yeah. ¿Me haces? ¿Tienes 5 ahí? 11. ¿Cuántos son? Laura, ¿cuántos son? 11. Ok, pones una de cada una. Una, 11, tienes 11. Y empieza aquí, 4, 5, así. Y cuando termines, vamos a poner esas otras atrás.
¿Cuántas semillitas va a poner aquí?
3 in total. So we're putting 3 different types in each planter. And then we're going to step it up. In the middle, we have a different type. So in total, there's 7 different cucumbers here. We have enough to fill up different varieties in every planter, which is going to aid in the diversity of these plants growing, these cucumbers growing. These planters have another advantage, is that they absorb a lot of moisture and they give it back to the plants. When you dig this out, when you clean this out, when the cucumbers are done, you see all the roots from the cucumbers are stuck to the edge of the planters, which makes a really big difference. All these planters are 100% bottomless, meaning that whatever grows inside them can go all the way through the dirt, and there's no issue with them being blocked from growing to their potential. Super easy to weed this because you can walk on the edges. You can push the cucumbers away. I've done this before, so you can push the cucumbers away and walk on top of the edges of these planters. Here comes another variety, so we're just plugging it up with all types of different varieties of cucumbers. Yeah, so now we're putting the melon in front, and these melons will hopefully grow forward. We're going to set them up forward so the pepino and them don't compete. This diversity will help us a little bit, and looking forward to see the 7 different varieties of cucumbers. We have photos of what the fruit looks like so we can compare, and we have notes where they are. So we're going to actually see how this works out. The whole idea for us is to sort of end up with an end result like this, where you can't see any part of the soil or the planters, or these spaces are completely filled up. So that is the objective, is to have our cucumbers and tomatoes and all that look like this. We're putting the melons right around the whole surface. It looks very nice when you do that, when you have your entire surface is complete, meaning the outer edge is all melons, the centers are all cucumbers, and the back wall is tomatoes. Yeah, we had a bird bring this seed, and this I think it's a pear tree. It's already 1 meter deep. There's no way of moving it, so it's going to stay where it is. It's a bit of a nuisance, but having a pear tree in the garden is quite acceptable. Before we cover this up with plastic, I'm going to give it a good soaking, just so that the moisture can be held in place. We're going to cut a hole where that pear tree is. You gotta love those birds. I don't know where they're eating these fruits, but I'm happy when they bring me fruit trees. This is a real incubator. This will really grow very fast because of the setup, the heat sink, and the fact that we can cover it. And of course we had to do this on a really windy day. Pones una piedra ahí. Más allá, Laura. Perfect. This will get so hot, this is awesome. ¿Tienes más? Ok, aquí, Laura. Eso es. Ok, cortas un hoyo. So this will be a lot warmer than anything else we have in our garden, so these cucumbers are absolutely going to love it here, so this is great. Get cut around the pear tree. We're going to get professional plastic for this, but this is a start. Makes it worthwhile. The humidity is trapped in. These cucumbers are squeezed and everything will grow amazingly.